Hi-ho, everyone. Welcome back to another week of What's Up. This week for Wednesday, September the 13th. Here's what's new and exciting in the world of Up, Up, and Away. You guys ready? I'm ready. Hey, by the way, this week it's been a busy week, so I'm kind of phoning this one in. So if it's not quite as clever and pithy as you're used to, too bad. Ask for your money back. Hey, look, Marc Silvestri on Batman. Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, the deluxe edition hardcover. It's a beautiful book. Batman Incorporated, Batman Goes Corporate. Is C Corp, Subchapter S, LLC? Inquiring minds want to know. Captain America Cold War. It's Cap, it's Sam, it's Steve, it's Sam, it's Cap, it's Cap. They both have shields. Ooh, Captain Marvel. All-action adventures of Captain Marvel and Friends. You can tell I have not done any prep work for this week at all. Like I said, it's been a busy week. Hey, look, another Captain Marvel. This one about Monica Rambeau. She's also Captain Marvel. Neither of them are the real Captain Marvel, though. We'll see him later today. Dark Knights of Steel in softcover, Volume 1. If you haven't bought the hardcover yet, now's your chance to pick up this fantastic story in a more affordable softcover. John Ridley is back with GCPD. That stands for Gotham City Police Department. The Blue Wall. And, like John Ridley, Godzilla is back. This time by James Stokoe in a deluxe edition hardcover. Get your Lego on with Star Wars Galaxy Mission. It's Star Wars on ice. And here we are. The first of our recycled jokes this week. We're still craving for some Craven because we were craving last week for some Craven. Now we're still craving. And we're also craving for a vowel here with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. And Moon Knight, Volume 4, The Road to Ruin. I'm just reading the card at this point. It collects Moon Knight, the 2021 series, issues 19 through 24. It's been great stuff so far. Moonstone Double Shot, starring the Green Hornet and Domino Lady. It's a novel. It's a book without pictures. We're selling it anyway. Well, here we are, the periodic table of DC. This looks weird enough to be really, really cool. I'm still educated by the atomic weight of bolognium. Thanks, Oscar Mayer. Hey, it's the Phantom. Check out those undies. If I had undies like that, I would wear them on the outside too. Volume 2, and I assume he's still got those undies. Can't see them in this picture, but I hope they're still there. Spawn Compendium Volume 5. If you like your comic books in compendium form, here is 50 issues, give or take. 50 issues of Spawn, allegedly by Todd McFarlane. Speaking of Todd McFarlane, he co-created the character of Venom. Venom's epic collection, The Madness, collecting a whole bunch of 90s miniseries. And one of the greatest stories ever told, John Byrne and Chris Claremont's X-Men. This is issues 111 through 128, maybe. Really, really good stuff. Here's a book from last week that didn't make it last week, but it's here this week. It's Cover E, the long lost missing Cover E. I think this was just like a foil version of this cover that we already got for Alice Never After number 2. Alligator Loki. You remember him from Disney Plus? The Loki series? Tom Hiddleston? Alligator Loki, now in comic book form. This is his first appearance in print. You don't want to miss it. Here's another cover if you didn't like the last cover or you don't like the next cover. Then you can still buy this cover. Look, a rainbow bridge. And next we have a Scotty Young cover. You know Scotty Young. That's Scotty Young. Yeah, that's the guy. Friend of Up, Up, and Away, Scotty Young. I wasn't going to bring that up, but here we are. And now, on to the comics. That was all of the graphic novels. Animal Crossing. Deserted Island Diary. New Horizons. I don't know what any of those words mean. Essentia number 19. I'm told this is not the final cover, but why bother getting us the artwork for the final cover, in time for the book to ship? We don't know what it's going to look like. It might look like that, it might not. The Astonishing Iceman. Another chapter in the never-ending saga known as Fall of X. And that is a never-ending saga. 700 parts, I think I'm told, to this story. Astrobots. They're like Transformers, but in bot form or in astro form. I don't know. But they're cool enough to get at least 2 covers, maybe more. Those sure look like Transformers to me. But I'm not a Transformers fan. What do I know? I probably just offended all of our Transformers fans. Oh, the Avengers also go corporate because they saw Batman do it and they thought, well, that's a good idea. Let's just rip that off. Look at that, another recycled joke. It won't be the last one today, I promise. Alex Ross, keep painting on. I think this is a larger connected cover. It's so right there, so I must be right. Shows you what I know. And the obligatory homage cover. This time we're ripping off, of course, the legendary Jack Kirby. Homaging the legendary Jack Kirby. And facsimile of the week, Batman #1. Get your own Batman #1. Get it now before it goes up again. Hey, look, it just went up again. Foil edition is $2 more because foil is expensive. And here's a blank cover that's oddly $1 more than the regular, but $1 less than the foil version for less ink on the cover. I can't do math. That makes no sense to me. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries, that's something else that makes no sense to me. And how did Batman Beyond get here anyway? Who invited him in? Get out, Terry. Josh Williamson is back on Batman with Batman and Robin #1. It's an exciting new chapter. At least it says so on the cover. I hope it's exciting. I like Josh Williamson. Should be exciting. Hey, there's another cover. Another Artgerm cover, as it were. Here's another cover. I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to try. We're just going to sit here and stare at this cover until the next slide comes along. Oh, that didn't take long. Hey, let's stare at this pretty cover. Look at that. It had nothing on it at all, except the logo and the price and, some other logos. Here's a Clay Man cover. I can say the words clay and man, and I can say them together. Clay Man. Look at what I just did. Aw, Artgerm's back. This time in foil. Yeah, they foiled that one. It's been foiled again. On to another book. Raphael Grandpa does Batman in the Gargoyle of Gotham. This is a Black Label book. Very excited for this book. This is going to be cool. You got to buy this one. Have to, because I said so. Here's a Jim Lee cover doing his best Raphael Grandpa. And here's Frank Miller doing his best Frank Miller. You get a Frank Miller Batman cover. How cool is that in 2023? Just pretend it's 1986 all over again. And here's a cool David Finch cover. I'm not a huge David Finch fan, but he does draw a pretty cool Batman most of the time. And this is a pretty cool cover. Kind of gross. Blood flying everywhere, or grape jelly. Could be that. Not strawberry, though. Gross. Here's a black and white version of that cool Raphael Grandpa-inspired Jim Lee variant. It's a 1 in 25 variant. And your 1 in 50 variant is right here, and I don't have notes. I don't remember who did this one, but it's pretty cool. I dig it. And here's another Raphael Grandpa cover. This entire version of the book is in black and white. They published a black and white version, a noir version, as it were. And here we go. Batman Incorporated is back, this time in comic book form with issue number 12. C Corp, Subchapter S, or LLC. Look at that. Recycle joke number 3. Bloodborne, The Bleak Dominion, number 1. By the always underrated Cullen Bunn. And the ubiquitous Cullen Bunn. He's both of those things. Captain Marvel, Dark Tempest #3. There's 2 more Captain Marvel books coming along in another month. They just keep coming. This introduces the Feral 5. Guess she's got a movie coming out or something. I don't know. Catfight. Catfight #3. So fur, not so good. Look at that, a fur joke. I'm funny. All right, Children of the Vault #2, The Fall of X. Yeah, another Fall of X chapter. Because who hasn't had enough of that already? Coda. Yeah, there's the joke right there. It's an obscure Led Zeppelin joke. For, anybody that might be listening that might be a Led Zeppelin fan. There it is. That's all I had. Cy Spurrier, Coda #1. Creepshow's back. Creepier than ever. I think. Yep, that's correct. Creepier than ever. I was right. Volume 2, #1. It is, of course, a sin and a shame that Tony Moore is not involved with doing any of these covers, but if you look at who's publishing this book, you'll understand why. If you don't understand why, ask me sometime and I'll tell you all about it. Anyway, there's a cool cover. Not as cool as what Tony Moore would have done had he been here, but pick out one of these covers nonetheless. It's still Creepshow. Still good stuff. The Cull. Yeah, I don't know. The title just reminded me of The Purge. And now we just seem to be culling instead of purging. This is the same thing, really. Right? Oh, damn them all. Cy Spurrier again. He's back. He brought The Walking Dead alum Charlie Adlard along with him. Danger Street, one of my current favorites with Tom King. That's all you need to know, really. Stitching together all of the characters in the long-defunct DC series first issue special. Hey, and there's a Walt Simonson Dr. Fate cover. Walt Simonson drew the Dr. Fate issue of first issue special all the way back in the 70s. Speaking of the 70s, I don't know. We're Born Again. That was an 80s book with a 60s cover character called Daredevil. This is our pick of the week this week. This is by, oh my goodness, Aaron Cooter is the artist. I'm failing at this miserably. I can't remember the writer's name. From Ms. Marvel and Miles Morales. This is embarrassing at this point. You're going to want it. You're going to buy it. You got to buy it. You got lots of covers to choose from. Trust me when I say it's going to be good. Because I have them to sell. That's why. Not really. No, it's seriously going to be good. Looking forward to this very, very much. Even though, like I said, I don't have my notes in front of me because I didn't bother taking notes this week because it's been a busy week. Look, a Frank Miller Daredevil variant. The Frank Miller. It's not even the worst Frank Miller cover we've seen this month. Far from it. It's not bad. So here's another cover. Pepe Larraz. It's pretty cool. We got one more. Whilce Portacio. Potassium. Maybe it's Potassium. I don't know. Image Comics alum, Whilce Portacio. Dark Ride #8, Scott Snyder. No. I'm wrong. Josh Williamson. Oh, I'm failing at this. Aren't you guys glad we're doing it this way? You can laugh at me when I'm not even around to hear you laugh. But hey, Josh Williamson, he's back again on Dark Ride this time. Hey, look at that, a third cover for Josh Williamson, not Scott Snyder, on Dark Ride. Issue 8. Look, a Western. You guys remember Westerns? The Enfield Gang Massacre, issue #2. They attempt to escape. Escape what? I don't know. Space Mountain? Nah, that doesn't sound right. Fly Me to the Moon, Volume 19. I should have plugged in Sinatra singing Fly Me to the Moon right here. That would have been fun. If only I had been better prepared to do this today. The Alternates. The Alternates by Patton Oswalt and Tim Seeley. Disney's Gargoyles, back with issue number 9. The trial of Goliath begins. The trial of Goliath. What's he on trial for? Being purple? That seems wrong. Oh, look, another homage cover. Yeah, everybody remembers this X-Men cover by John Romita Jr. originally. Early John Romita Jr. I never thought that cover was very good, but people seem to like to homage it. Ghost Rider, guest starring Doctor Strange. I don't think that's Doctor Strange, but he's in there somewhere. And the new Green Lantern series continues on with issue number 3. Sinestro appears to be up to no good. According to the cover, Sinestro will pay. Doc Shaner, the always underappreciated, always loved Doc Shaner, great variant cover there. And the Rose Besh covers continue on right here. Another delightfully cute Rose Besh cover. I'm digging those a lot. And we're still celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with this Lobos cover of the world's worst Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner. There you go, I said it. That wasn't Kyle Rayner. I think he was wearing his clothes though. Hey, who saw this coming? Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer. Come on now. I think we're officially out of ideas, but there it is. Well, that's okay. It's coming soon to Disney Plus, I'm told. Hey, look, another homage cover. This homaging Jack Kirby and Joe Simon's classic Captain America #1. What the hell? I promise next week I'll be better prepared. It's been a busy week. That's all I can tell you. We'll do this better next week, I swear. House of Slaughter #17 by James Tynion and somebody with the last name of Johns that is not Jeff Johns. Not that Johns. Different Johns altogether. There's another cover. Issue 17 is Alabaster Part 2. Says so right there on the cover, so it must be true. All right. I Hate Fairyland #9. Dragon Duncan joins Gert once more. Man. All right, sorry about that. Andrew was calling, interrupted the whole darn thing. I think we're on I Hate Fairyland because Dragon Duncan joins Gert once more. See, that wasn't really a big deal. You can blame Andrew, though, and make sure you say something to him. Tell him to shut his fat face. Anyway, Incredible Hulk #4. Man, that is a great Bernie Wrightson-esque cover that's not even by Kelly Jones, which is odd, since he's the guy that likes to rip off Bernie Wrightson the most. Life with an ordinary guy who reincarnated... I'm not even... All right, forget it. I can't say reincarnated, apparently. This really is out of control. All right, here's a great Indiana Jones homage with Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. Words I never thought I would say together. Oh. My biggest fan, J. Michael Straczynski, is back. The book called The Madness. The madness is that guy still gets published. And Mal, Volume 13. You see, that's a manga title that's really out of control. 3 letters. Come on, can't we get it down from there? Mashley, Magic and Muscles, Volume 13. I don't know how to pronounce it. Mech Cadets. I knew how to pronounce that one. Greg Pak. Mech Cadets #2. I'm giving you guys no information this week, am I? Miles Morales, Spider-Man #10. Here Comes Hightail. I don't know if that's her first appearance or her first cover appearance. Like I said, I didn't do my homework this week, and I'm sorry. I'll take the F, okay? There goes Hightail. And it's My Happy Marriage, Volume 4. According to the cover, yeah, she does look pretty thrilled to be married to that guy. Ripped from the pages of Darkwing Duck. It's Negaduck. Yeah, you know. If you're a Darkwing Duck fan, you know. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, Well, just move along. We'll get to the next slide soon enough. And the next slide, Pokemon Adventures XY Volume 6. Because we just collectively cannot get enough Pokemon. Red Goblin number 8. I'm told this is from the official caption written by Marvel. Brawl in the Family. Scarlet Couture, the Munich File number 2. That is not an art germ cover. That is a Kendall failed miserably cover. That's what that is. The Salton Sea lies on the San Andreas Fault, if you didn't know, east of Palm Springs, California. It's the largest inland salt-based body of water. Every one of these covers, I haven't been paying attention, but they strike me as all the same. Except this one, which is greatly different from the last one. Somebody playing hopscotch on the edge of a cliff. That seems risky. And who knew? Did you know there was a Silver the Hedgehog? I did not know. I had no idea. There he is, or he, or she. He or she. 900 issues. 900 Sonic the Hedgehog adventures. Who knew that a hedgehog could live such a full life? I didn't know. Alright, now it's on to the spine-tingling Spider-Man. This is a first printing of a digital first series. It's just a one-shot, I think. Spine-tingling. Ooh, Star Trek. Also spine-tingling in a different sort of way. Picard's Academy number 1. If you're a Star Trek fan, this is where you're going to start. Star Trek the Motion Picture Echoes. May the Force be with them. Yeah, I said it. You heard it. Speaking of Star Trek, Star Wars Insider Magazine, issue number 220. I had nothing to say. That looks like an Al Williamson cover, but it's not. And The Mandalorian, the manga, the volume 1. Yeah, it's Mando in manga form. I guess we were all clamoring for that, right? Dark Droids Gone Wild here in issue 38 of Darth Vader. The Dark Droids saga rages on. Speaking of raging on, Chris Sprouse, his 33rd Return of the Jedi variant cover. These just get better and better with every issue. Obi-Wan Kenobi is back with issue number 1. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi number 1. Get it now. And I love me Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi, but this does look like a bad cosplay cover. It just does. Sorry. Hope you like it. Superman Lost is the opposite of that. Superman 1 or Superman Found? I don't know. And look, a cosmic looking Batman looking down from the stars on Superman. And Superman is glowing. It looks like he's riding a Silver Surfer surfboard. Undiscovered Country number 25. Scott Snyder. You remember Scott Snyder? I mentioned him earlier inadvertently. Scott Snyder, Undiscovered Country, the 25th issue. Is that Peach Momoko or just Peach Momoko-esque? I don't know. I didn't do my homework. I told you that. Doctor Doom. What do you think he got his doctorate in? Being a butthead? That'd be my guess. That's probably a thing in Latveria. You could probably get that doctorate. You could probably get that degree in Latveria. Being a butthead. Here's another cover that does not feature the butthead known as Doctor Doom. Neither does that one, but it's another great Scotty Young cover, which we do love those, even after all this time, even after all these covers. They're still fun. Contest of Chaos rages on, this time with the Venom Annual 2023. Is that Deadpool? That is Deadpool, on the cover of Venom. The Walking Dead reprint series, The Walking Dead Deluxe, Rolls on. Issue 70, now in full color, courtesy of Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adlard. And whoever did the colors. I should have known that one. Anyway, man, I've always hated this cover. I'm not a Charlie Adlard fan, but this one always struck me as particularly not great. But Waller versus Wildstorm, Book 3. Another DC Black Label title by a bunch of people that I am not familiar with in any way, but I hear the book is good. We Wicked Ones. We've got to fix that typo. It's We Wicked Ones, not The Wicked Ones. Issue 4 from Scout Comics. Werewolf by Night is back in werewolf form. Issue number 1 right here. Don't miss the start of Werewolf by Night. And no, I have no idea who's doing the book. None whatsoever. A couple of cool covers though. Werewolf by Night. What If? Dark Spider-Gwen, featuring a cover by Greg Land. You know, Greg used to be able to draw, but now he just copies. War of the Gods. We're reprinting the entire 4-issue series for some reason. Nobody knows why. I mean, George Perez, that's not a bad reason why. But here's the third of 4 issues. And World Peace number 3. Yeah, you read that right. World Peace. Think about it. World Peace. World's Finest Teen Titan. Crack myself up sometimes. TitansCon 2023. World's Finest Teen Titans number 3. And there's a great Speedy cover. Actually, he's Arsenal now, isn't he? Let's call him Speedy, because that makes way more sense than Arsenal. Doesn't it? Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Here's another cover. That book's so great it needs 3 covers. At least 3. There's 3. I can count to 3. For issue 3. X-Force. The Fall of X. Man, the thing's still falling, huh? Wow. A long way down. The Fall of X, number 44. Speaking of the Fall of X, X-Men Red. X-Men Red, number 15. They're still falling. Forever falling. Will they ever hit bottom? No one knows. Yakuza Lover, volume 10. Ain't no lover like a Yakuza lover. There, I said it. All right, and finally, I know we've been canceled, and rightfully so, just because of the bad job I did this week. I don't blame you for canceling me. I would too. Listen, next week, I swear I'll act like a professional and do this for real. In the meantime, check us out on YouTube. This will be posted on YouTube and Facebook. That's where you'll find it. That's where you probably found it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to me. Shop with us online at upandawaycomics.com or in store in Blue Ash and Cheviot. We will see you kids soon. You'll hear from me again next week. Have a great week.